Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with this report claiming that Xavi Hernandez wants this Barca Academy duo, Chadi Riad and Estanis Pedrola, to leave on loan. The players will not travel to the United States. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about Pablo Gavi, as the Barca midfield prodigy did miss training today due to gastroenteritis. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. With Barcelona set to take off on their trip to the United States of America tomorrow, expectations are that manager Xavi Hernandez will be calling up some players from the youth and subsidiary squads for the tour. As things stand, reports suggest that 6 players, Marc Casedo, Mikhail Faye, Alex Garcia, Alex Valle, Lamine Yamal, and Ander Astralaga, are likely to make the transatlantic trip tomorrow. Now, journalist Albert Roger is reporting that 2 notable absentees from the aforementioned list, that is Chadi Riad and Estanis Pedrola, will not be traveling, as Xavi wants the La Masia duo to spend the next season away on loan. Both Riyad and Estanis are players that are regarded very highly within Barcelona. The academy duo both made their first team debut for the Catalan outfit during the 2022-23 season, featuring in 1 game apiece. However, at the moment, there appears to be no space for the duo in Xavi's first team setup. Indeed, with Inigo Martinez arriving this summer, Barca already have a well-stocked centre-back department, leaving no room for Chadi Riad. Meanwhile, the club's inability to offload Ansu Fati and Ferran Torres, coupled with Xavi's insistence on retaining Ace Abday, means the Estanis 2 is unlikely to see much action with the senior team. As such, Xavi wants both the defender and the winger to leave the club on loan and gain experience by playing regularly elsewhere, much like Abde did last season, and there appears to be no shortage of suitors either. As far as Riyad is concerned, the 20-year-old has offers from the Spanish second division sides like FC Andorra and Sporting Gijón, while Dutch club KRC Waalwijk are also keen. Estanis Pedrola too has plenty of admirers at several La Liga and Eredivisie clubs including Valencia, Celta Vigo, PSV Eindhoven, and AS Achma are keen on signing him. Both Riyad and Estanis will thus not be traveling with the rest of the team tomorrow and will stay back in Barcelona to secure loan exits away. Of course, Barca will be traveling soon to the States for the important pre-season. Important, of course, because pre-season helps us to evaluate certain players and see how the season is going to look like. It's not like you can judge your upcoming season with pre-season. No, pre-seasons help some players to even gain prominence in the manager's plans for the upcoming season. And of course, going to the United States, just like last summer as well, Barcelona will be hoping to make the best use of the experience and also get some players who can, and in fact, will help the club sort out futures for certain players whose futures looks very, very bleak at the moment. Of course, Chadi Riad, Estanis Pedrola, those are some of the players who have been doing some good things in the B team, in La Masia as well. And of course, Xavi have seen something special in them. They did play 1 match each towards the last end of last season when Barca had already wrapped up the Liga title. But it's quite unfortunate for those 2 players that they will not be traveling to the United States later today, because of course Xavi have already taken 6 other young La Masia players, but those 2 will not be there. Of course, this comes as quite surprising because These are players that have quality, but it seems as though the competition is really tight and Xavi does not want to take overload. So Xavi have already made his final decision that those two players should look for loan moves elsewhere to further gain some experience to help build their careers. So that's how it is as it stands. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. As Barcelona prepared to fly off to the United States of America for their pre-season camp soon, they welcome all of their international stars back to the club following their extended breaks. The players who returned went through intensive medical tests before joining the rest of the squad who have been back at the club since last week for a training session in the afternoon. And as reported by Sport, there was a notable absence from the training session as midfield prodigy Gavi was not involved because he is suffering from gastroenteritis. Gavi had stopped by the club's training facilities on Monday to greet his teammates ahead of his return today. However, he was unable to join the rest of the squad on the pitch today due to the aforementioned stomach issue. However, it is not expected to cause any problems as far as the Spaniards sit on the flight for the US tour tomorrow is concerned. The Barcelona staff decided that it would be best for Gavi to not train today so that he can recover completely in time to the trip to America. Xavi is expected to announce a squad list that will be flying to the USA tomorrow morning, right after the last training session before the flight. As many as 6 youth players are likely to make the cut, the La Liga champions will be playing 4 friendly encounters, starting with match against Juventus before taking on Arsenal, Real Madrid, and AC Milan. And as it reiterated earlier, there will be no issues suspected as far as Gavi's presence on the trip is concerned. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.